Hello, welcome to my stream. I feel like it's been ages since I've done this, and I'm feeling a little bit rusty. If you're watching, please shout out and let me know that you're there, because it doesn't tell me when people are there, so it'd be good to know. I'm just going to turn on the light, hold on. There we go. Alrighty. Ooh, goodness. Doing something a little bit different. Like I said, I feel like I've done this in ages. I'm a bit of practice. Just different. Not really baking, making pasta. Always wanted to make pasta, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to, because I've never made pasta, and of course I can't just do the easy thing, I'm going to make rainbow pasta. Using natural food dyeing sort of things, and just gonna, yeah, see how that goes. So, I'm gonna make, obviously the normal rainbow colors, but purple, blue, teal, because I like teal, green, yellow, orange, and red. And so first there's a few of those ingredients, the ingredients that I need to make the dye. So, I'll go through what I'm gonna use for each one. To get purple, I've been told that I can use acai powder. You can read that. I feel like that was backwards, I don't know why. Which is already in a powder, so that should be easy enough to use. Ooh, what's next? Blue. So, blue, the internet says that to make blue pasta, you need butterfly pea flowers, which you like soak, and then you use the water which you soaked the flowers in to turn it blue. I could not find any of those. It did say you could use blueberries, although I feel like that is going to make the pasta taste weird, but because I couldn't find the flour, that's where we're at. So we're going to use just blueberries, which I'm going to puree and reduce. I think it's going to taste weird. I don't know that it's going to be blue. We're just going to see what happens. Teal, I'm using spirulina, which is like an algae. It says it's teal or aquamarine. It looks green, the powder. So yeah, we're just going to see what happens. I haven't actually even opened the pack yet, but yeah, it's a very green flower powder. I don't know if you can see that. So it might be green, it might be teal, we're going to find out. That's for the teal color. Green, we're using spinach. Which I'm just going to, what's the word? Wilt. Good old wilt spinach. Yellow, I'm using turmeric, which I misspelled on my ingredients list, but ignore that. Orange, I'm going to use pumpkin, because I think that will taste nicer than some of the other suggestions. This is a $2 pumpkin. So that was fun. And red, we're using wheat, which would make them out pinker than red, but it's going to be an experiment, as usual, and it's interesting. We'll just see where we're at. So, alright, so there's a couple of ingredients, like the pumpkin, for example, that obviously cook before you use it. So, we're going to start there. This pumpkin is very dirty. I'm going to rinse it. Makes sense for a pumpkin I got off the side of the road. It wasn't like off the side of the road, it was at one of those, like, buy vegetable stands on the side of the road, you know? Obviously. But anyway. I don't know. I'm very nervous today. I do not know why. It doesn't help that I think that there's nobody watching, because then there's no one to talk to, which then I just babble weirdly and then it goes downhill, but it's fine. Alright, I do not need the whole pumpkin. So I'm going to get out the cleaver and cleave a bit off of the pumpkin. I use the pumpkin for soup, or I was thinking of making like a pasta sauce with it, which would go well with the pasta. So use the rest of the pumpkin. We're just not using it today. So I like this size of a chunk. Although I'll prep both halves of this just in case I need extra. I like mashed pumpkin anyway, so if in the end I just eat it, that's fine. I also am going to try to make a bit of gluten-free colored pasta. Probably not all the colors. And I don't know if it's going to work. I'm just literally using gluten-free flour and following the same recipe for my housemate who is gluten-free and seeing how that turns out. So, might be good, might be bad, might fall apart. Who cares? We're going to find out. It's going to be fine. Ooh, spoon. Scoop out the guts here. And I'm just gonna, ooh, I should boil the kettle. Hold on. Alright, I'm just gonna boil it, and then puree it. I think that would be the best way to go. And I'm gonna cut it into, that's gonna be really loud, sorry. I'm going to cut it into quite small chunks so that it boils faster, because ain't nobody got time to wait for pumpkin to boil. Soften? You know what I mean. Alright, so first I will peel it. I would also one day like to make like pumpkin, well, any kind of gnocchi would be good. I don't know if I say that right. I always second guess myself when I say the word gnocchi. Gnocchi? I don't know. Anyway, one day I'd like to make gnocchi, and if I make gnocchi, because I'm me, I probably won't make plain gnocchi. I'll probably make pumpkin. Although I really need to practice saying the word before I ever do that if I do a stream, because clearly I am unsure how to say gnocchi. Gnocchi? Gnocchi? I don't know. It's fine. Woo. Alright. So, like I said, I'm going to do quite small chunks because I want it to cook fast and I want to be able to puree it, so definitely don't need big chunks. Put those in the pot. There we go. This is my housemate's favorite knife because it's huge. Fun to cut with too, although it makes me a little bit nervous, but that's fine. I genuinely don't think we're going to need the other half of this. But I might make, no, I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to make this half because that's less prepping to do. And less boiling. And I'll have less left over if I don't use it all. So yeah, that's my plan. Alright, kettle's nearly boiled, which is good. It is boiled now. Fantastic. So here we go. Come on, stove. My stove does not like me. There we go. Alright, next I'm going to do blueberries, which they're frozen. So I'm gonna add a little bit of water, which I'm reducing them, so that seems counterintuitive, but I don't want them to burn, and I just want them to melt quickly. So, look, I don't know. Might be the wrong thing to do, but it's what we're doing, so it's fine. what I'm doing with this because I can show you. So put it in this bowl. I don't know why I showed you the bowl. So we don't want the stems, so I'm just literally breaking out the stems. I'm putting the leaf in the bowl. Said I needed like a handful or two, so that's what I'm gonna use. A handful of two of stemless spinach. Don't know if I'm supposed to like, I don't know, peel up the spinach. Don't know. We're not gonna. We're just gonna put the leaf in. Yeah, definitely gonna need to stir the blueberries a bit. They're starting to get soft now, the blueberries, and once they've softened, I'm gonna puree them. So, they were frozen, so I just really needed them to defrost so I could puree them. Oops, almost did that the wrong way around. Literally bought this bag of spinach today, and some of them are like really wilted, which is disappointing, but it's what it is, so that's fine. Cool. So I've got like, I think I need a bit more. It said a few handfuls, just under a handful, and it is going to wilt down though. Oops. All right. I've just done about this much spinach. Not have spinach, you know. So a bit more. So, like I said, I've never made pasta before, and the video I'm basing this off, I put a link to in the recipe. And he just kneaded his spinach in once he'd wilted it. But I think that I am going to puree mine, because I feel like that would be easier to get it to work in pasta. I don't know. We're going to give that a go. Alright. The blueberries are definitely defrosted. So we're going to puree them, and then I'm going to try to reduce them. Not like a lot, just like a little, to concentrate the color, not the flavor. We don't really want the flavor. I don't feel like blueberry flavored pasta would be delicious. You know, I just get that sense. I am also probably going to sieve it, because that will just get any seeds and chunks out. We really don't want seeds and chunks of the blueberry. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to rinse this right away because we're going to use this a few more times. Alrighty, so that blueberry is, what's the word? Pureed. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word pureed. Apparently my brain is just not firing on all cylinders today. Pumpkin is simmering away, so yes, I'm just gonna sieve this. Probably not. I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary to sieve it, but you know what? That's what I feel like I should do, so I'm just gonna do it. Alright. So, and then, yeah, I really don't think I'll need to reduce it much. I'm just gonna just cook some of the fluid off. Make it a bit less moist. Hello! How are you? It says you're a first-time chatter. Have you watched my channel before? JX Savage? Are you still there? Oh, thank you for following me. I didn't even notice that. I'm sorry. I'm a little distracted by the pasta. Also a little concerned that I'm sieving out the skin, and that's really where the color, I think, is going to come from. But you know what? I'm going to stick to my plan of sieving it because that's what I said I'm going to do. I don't know if Jay is still here, but that's cool. Hi, Jay. Normally I have a few people come and chat to me, but I didn't give people a lot of notice, and I'm starting at a different time, so it's a little bit different. I'm good, thanks. How are you going? I don't know. This is my ninth stream, and there's been a bit of a gap between this one and my last one, and I'm feeling a little bit nervous, honestly. A little bit like I don't know what I'm doing, which is fair because I don't really know what I'm doing, having never made pasta before. Yeah, how you going? What part of the world are you from? I always like to ask that because I get people from different places. I'm currently in Australia, and I'm making rainbow pasta, in case you didn't catch that. And I've never made pasta before, so yeah, just having fun. I'm gonna go put this on. I'll be back. America. Cool. Goodness, 1:18 a.m. is very early. It's 3 p.m. here. So, early afternoon. Which is a good time, I figured, to make some pasta. Yeah. What was I going to say? I have no idea. Pumpkin's getting soft, so soon I should be able to drain that and puree it. I'm not going to cook the blueberry too much. I just want to get rid of a little bit of the liquid. And yeah, I don't think the blueberry is going to work, but we're going to give it a shot and just see what happens. So I'll tell you a bit about my channel, I suppose, in a minute, because apparently I'm very distracted. The sort of concept of my channel is that I'm going to just bake things that I feel like baking, and hopefully people will make it with me. So I try to put the recipe up on my socials or on my Twitch stream, and people can cook while I'm cooking. I did not give people enough notice today, and I changed the time of my stream, so the normal people who come chat to me are not here. But that's fine. I can talk to you, or just ramble on myself. Okay, that's as much as I want to do for the blueberry. Definitely don't want to burn it. I was just trying to, like, concentrate the color. See if it turns out blue. I would show you my fridge, except I don't know how I would do it. And it's very disorganized and does not have delicious food in it at the moment. What was I doing? I think the pumpkin's done, so we're gonna check it. I have always wanted to have, like, a really well-organized fridge. I think that would be nice to have. My fridge is not well organized. I just literally just shove things in, which is not ideal and not attractive looking. So, what yummy food do you have in your fridge? Alright, I'm going to puree the pumpkin. So this is going to make our orange colored pasta. Oh, that was loud, sorry. And then we need to do the beets. Oh, I don't have anything on the stove. I should bring the camera back. Hold on. Bring the camera back so it's less you just staring at my stove. You can actually see what I'm doing over here. that back over there, though. Woo! All right. Woo. There we go. There. So, spinach is for green. And I've done the blueberries, I've done the pumpkin, I need to do the beet. And then we should be good to go, which will be exciting. I've never cooked with beet. Have you ever cooked with a beet? They put beets in a lot of sandwiches here in Australia. I don't know. I don't love beet. I don't hate beet, but I don't love it, you know? But apparently it makes nice red pasta, so that's why we're going to go. I don't know if I'm supposed to cook it, but I am going to. We're just gonna see what happens. I don't know what this black weird bit is, but that's fine. So what ooh, that's a really weird smell. What to do with my beets is I'm gonna peel it, and then I'm gonna ooh, I'm gonna need a plate for this, I think. I'm gonna grate it with this grater, so it'll be more like minced. Now my hands are gonna be red. As long as it makes the pasta red too, right? Then it's fine. I'm just gonna try to get some beet fluid. Hello, Luigi Hunter. Welcome to my channel. This is Bake This Noob, and today I'm making rainbow pasta. Well, I'm going to try to make rainbow pasta. And I'm just currently, I don't know what you'd call it, juicing or grating. We're just going to go with grating to make the red pasta. We're going to use beet for red pasta, pumpkin for orange, turmeric for yellow, spinach for green, spirulina for teal, which is like an algae. I don't care. The mod deleted your comment there, Luigi. But I can see exactly what you mean. But this would be a really unfortunate one of those. But thank you. Yes, no, I see that now. But it's fine. I don't care. I'm gonna have beet juice all over myself. Which is, you know, red, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. There. I think that's enough beet stuff. What? I'm really out of it today. I'm sorry. What part of the world are you from? What time is it where you are right now? Is it food time? Yeah, this is not coming out, but that's okay. I think I have enough. We're just gonna hope that that's enough. Look how red my hands are. Oh dear. 3:30 a.m. Not really food time, but I mean, I would eat at 3:30 if I was up. What things do you like to eat at 3:30? Breakfast, okay. I suppose, yeah. I could do some eggs at 3:30, I suppose. Hey, if it's 3:30 there, it's 3:30 p.m. here. You're exactly 12 hours, probably behind. Oh, okay. What country are you from? Everybody? Like, everyone wakes up and has breakfast at 3 a.m.? That sounds like I can't cope. Alright, I'm gonna put this aside somewhere. I not wake up early. Well, not early. My hands are gonna be... Oh, yes, New York. Nice. My hands are gonna be red for ages, I reckon, but that's fine. I got beet in my spinach, so now I need to blanch the spinach. start making pasta, which is exciting. If you weren't here before, well, that also makes you hungry, I've been told. This may not help with the hunger, because I'm going to make, hopefully, delicious pasta. Oh, no, I don't need that. Alright, so I'm just going to clear off my counter a bit here. Into my bucket. I have less room than I had hoped to make the pasta, but it's okay. We're going to make it work. What are you planning to do? Oh, goodness. Please don't have a heart attack. And if you are having a heart attack, please seek medical attention. That sounds not great. Really not great. I'm going to use this so that I can puree the spinach when it's, no, I don't know if I can do this. I'm just going to leave the spinach and do it the way the guy on the video I watched did it and hope that that works. Alright. So we're just going to put this in boiling water. Apparently it only takes like a minute. Just let it wilt. Okay. Then we'll drain the wilted spinach and squeeze out some of the liquid. Put aside for adding to our flour. So, for each color of pasta, we're going to do 100 grams of flour, a pinch of salt, and 1 egg. Hello, Dumpling Pingu. How are you today? You are watching Bake This Noob, and I am making pasta for the first time, and because I'm me, I'm making colorful pasta rather than just making plain pasta like a normal person. Rainbow colors, specifically, so I'm going to do one of each sort of color plus teal because I like teal. So we're going to do, I don't know, what color should we do first? Anyone got any opinions? Need 100 grams of flour. Maybe I'll start with red. It's 93. They did tell me how many ounces that would be. I didn't write it down. Sorry, everybody who's in America needs ounces. I'm just gonna tell you and you Google it. Yes, I'm gonna make red first. I'm using the juice / minced flesh of beef to make red pasta. We're gonna see how that turns out. Apparently it might turn out more pink than red, but look, I'm happy if it's even just close to red. So we need to make a well, apparently, in our flour. So 100 grams of flour, and a pinch of salt. That seems like enough. And then an egg. So, what is your guys' favorite colors? Mine is teal, which is why we're including teal in the rainbow today. Because I found a way to make teal pasta, so I want to give that a go. Yeah. So we have our egg, and apparently we just put that in there. No! Ah! Should have known this was going to happen. I'm just going to scrape that back. No! Alright, you know what? We're just going to go forward. So I needed to make a paste anyway. So we're going to scrape that in like this. Yeah. Oh God. Okay. He made it look so easy in his video. This is a lot harder than it looks. Alright. So there. Now we're going to add the beets. I have to make my well better next time because this is just not right. Get as much beet juice as I can because I want it to be as red as I can get it. Yeah, the thing did say it would, that his looked more pink, so we'll see how the beets turn out. Oops, that was silly. Don't know why I did that. My hands are certainly red, so that's that's a good sign. Right? All right. That looks pretty dark, but we haven't added any of the flour yet, so we'll see how it goes. So apparently I just mixed some flour in. Have you ever made pasta before, Dumpling Pengu? Or Jay, if you're still here, or Luigi, although I think he may have died. Hopefully not really died. That would be really sad. Alright. And then at some point I'm supposed to start kneading this. Should I have made normal pasta before I attempted rainbows? Maybe. Am I ever going to do that? No, because that's the boring way. So, we're going to just dive in, because why not, right? So, it's very sticky. Not quite a dough yet. He must have skipped out like the really messy bits, because he made this look super easy and I am struggling. Because it's really sticky, I'm going to assume that I need to incorporate more flour. So I'm going to try that. Just going to see what happens. Alrighty. It's getting all over my fingers, but that's fine. It is looking quite red, which I'm happy about. Yeah, I think it's looking red at least. I think it's looking pretty good actually. Woo. Flour everywhere, but that's why I got my apron. Okay, apparently I need to knead it, so I'm going to start kneading it. Which, if you don't know how to knead, you just fold it over, push it down. Fold it over, and push it down. Need a fair bit of flour underneath it, because you are pushing flour into it every time too. I think this looks red. I think it looks great. Now it needs to be a smooth consistency and not too firm. So I think we're probably nearly there. Having not made pasta, I don't know what feeling I'm supposed to be looking for, which doesn't make it easy, but come on. The worst part of making anything doughy is you get it all over your fingers. All right. So, pretty happy with it. It's not smooth. I think it's got too many lumps in it. I'm just going to try to knead it a little bit more. I'm worried it's getting too firm though. And I'm running out of flour. But you know what? We'll figure it out. And it's a bit too sticky. He definitely said he didn't want it to be sticky. So, I think we're going to need a bit more flour. We're just going to keep kneading it till it's smooth and elasticy, is my thinking. And not sticky anymore, which is my main concern with it right now. It's too sticky. I'm gonna need to sit. I need to stop forgetting that I have a chair. If you're just joining me, I'm making pasta for the first time, and because I can never do it the simple way, I'm making rainbow pasta. So, colorful pasta, not using food dye, using natural coloring things. So at the moment I'm making red pasta, which I've used beet puree to make it red. Yeah, and if you're just joining me, let me know you're there. Let me know what time it is for you, because I always find that interesting. And if you've ever made pasta before, that'd be good to hear about. If If I'm doing it wrong, that'd be great to know. Alright, I think it's getting smoother now, which I'm happy with. It's getting a bit firmer than I think it needs to be, and than I think I'd like it to be. But you know what? We're going to stop in a second, so pretty happy with that. Alright, so then apparently it needs to rest so that the flour can bloom. So once I've finished kneading it, and I'm happy with it, which I'm pretty happy with that. It's hard to see the color because of the flour, but it's pretty red, which I'm pretty excited about, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to wrap that in plastic wrap. And then we'll do color number 2. It's not ideal. Oh, I'm very low on plastic wrap. That's okay. Alright, I'm just going to set this over here. Clear up my space a little, and we'll move on to orange. Yeah, we'll just go through the rainbow. That makes the most sense. So I don't want to taint my orange with any of my red, so I'm just going to scrape this up. I need to wash my hands. My hands are stained red because of the beet juice, but oh well. Ugh. Alright. Good enough. So, got the red off everything now, hopefully enough. Going to, for each color, I'm using 100 grams of flour. I don't know what that is if you don't speak in grams, I'm sorry. I'm just going to do the spinach really quick. So I've just wilted the spinach, stalks, and wilted the spinach in some hot water. And now I'm squeezing as much liquid out of it as I can. Otherwise, that will affect the texture of my pasta. Pretty happy with this lump of spinach. So now we'll move on to finishing up our orange colored pasta. There's red up there I want to get rid of. Cool. So, 100 grams of flour for our orange pasta. 62, 92, 101, that'll do. So, that on my counter. I'm just going to make it a bit more of a hill. And I'm going to make it hopefully a deeper volcano, because last time my egg just went everywhere and that was not what I wanted. So, then we do a pinch of salt. I have this pink Himalayan salt. Mostly because my daughter likes pink. And so she wanted pink salt. So I got pink salt. Not because I have any sort of feelings about red Himalayan salt. Alright, so we've got an egg. So each bit of pasta has 100 grams of flour, a pinch of salt, and 1 egg. Oh, it stayed in this time. Huzzah! Alright, so now I'm supposed to just gently scramble that with a little bit of flour to make a paste. This is working better than last time, so that's exciting. Okay, apparently the idea was to get like a paste in the middle, which we're getting there. Okay, so for orange, I'm using pureed pumpkin. Said 1 to 2 tablespoons, so I'm just gonna put like here a couple of scoops in. Oh. Then try to incorporate more flour into it so it gets a dough, forms a dough. Last time I think I started mixing too early because it got really stuck to my fingers, so we're gonna try mixing it with a fork for a bit longer first. Do have a little bit more pumpkin if this isn't orange enough. So we'll see how we go. Alright, dough's starting to come together now, which is good. The pumpkin's getting all mixed through, and it is looking quite orange, which is exciting. Yeah, so pretty soon I think I'll be able to start kneading it. I do think I'm going to need more flour, though. Definitely need more flour. Yeah. Ah, thanks, Dad. Yeah, I did just get it cut, and then I tried to dye it purple, and the purple didn't work out so well, but it's all right. We are making pasta. Having never made pasta before, I am, of course, deciding to not just make pasta. I am trying to make rainbow pasta. So, we made red pasta just before with beets, which I, like, grated / minced. Looks pretty red. And then this is orange pasta with mashed pumpkin in it. Yeah, it looks pretty orange, so hoping that soon it will be dough enough for me to knead. Yeah, it's getting there. It's good. Okay, so we're gonna knead it until it's smooth but soft, not too firm. Whatever that means, I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. How are you today? How's life treating you? Hey, are you still there? I feel very lonely today. None of my friends have come because I've done it at a different time. And there's not many people to talk to, so I'm kind of excited that you're here. So please talk to me. Please talk to me. I'm lonely. Yeah, it's still getting very stuck to the counter, but that's fine. And my fingers, but also fine. But it is looking very orange, which is so exciting. Genuinely so excited. Oh dear, not good that life's a mess. My counter's a mess. I'm glad you're good though. Have you made anything? I think so. It says I have 3 viewers, so there might be one other person. One of them is, like a robot, that mods the chat for me. And Mom! You and Mom are the only 2 here. Hello, guys! How are you today? Are you not in the same house? Because, yeah. So you and Mom, Dad, just the 3 of us. How come we never made pasta when I was a kid, hey? Ah, why is this pasta sticking to me so much? Really tried hard not to do it that time. Ah. But it looks orange. I wish it was a bit darker of an orange, but you know what? I'm happy with it still. Ugh, God. Well, I did cut my hair. You guys are silly. Yes, I did cut my hair, and then I tried to dye it purple. And as usual, it's not done quite what I wanted. You guys are dorks. It is kind of purplish, but not on camera. Very, very much. And mostly in sunlight. But it looks alright. I'm happy with it. There's a cool... I can't show it to you right now because my hands are full of dough. But like the back of my head, I actually got like an undercut shave thing. So the back of my head's like slightly shaved. And I'm very excited about it. But I can't show you right now because my hands are full of dough. So here we are. Did you hear what I'm making, Mom? And if anyone else is here and they want to know what I'm making, I guess I'll just tell you because that makes the most sense. I'm making pasta. I've never made pasta before. And because I'm me, I decided why make normal plain pasta when I could make rainbow pasta. So I'm making rainbow pasta. We've just made the red out of beets, which I like grated. I don't know. And this is orange pasta made with pureed pumpkin. The internet did say carrots, but I was like, I like pumpkin more. So we're doing pumpkin. Because why not? Oh yeah, fair enough. And hopefully we'll get some yellow and some green and some teal, because I like teal, and some blue, although I don't think blue is going to work because I couldn't find the ingredient that I needed for the blue. So we're using blueberries, and I don't think blueberries is going to make blue. I think it's going to make more purple, and I think it's going to taste gross, but we're going to see. Yeah, so then we'll have some blue and some purple, which I'm making with acai powder? I don't know. This is the gnocchi all over again. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, so then we'll have like a whole rainbow of colors, and then I have my friends known as pasta machine that I'm gonna try out. I've never used a pasta machine either, so we're gonna see how that goes. Yeah, I'm hoping the kids will like the colors. They're not here today, obviously, but when they come home, I'm hopefully gonna have some pasta left over. And if I don't, this is easy enough to make that we'll just make it together and it'll be fun. Yeah. So, I'm just going to knead this until it's not sticky anymore and is more of a smooth, firm texture. And then we'll set it aside for the flour to bloom, whatever that means. I don't know. That's just what the internet told me to do. So that's what we're going to do. Let the flour bloom. Gonna need more flour. I've started off for each color. I've started with 100 grams of flour and a pinch of salt and an egg. But because I've added things for the colors, it's obviously more liquid than that ratio needs, so it needs more flour added to it pretty much every time. Which is fair enough. You just add flour until it's not sticky anymore. Clearly it's still sticky because it's all over my fingers. But yeah, if anyone watching has ever made pasta before, please tell me if I'm doing this wrong, because I have never made it before and don't know what I'm doing. And that's fine. I don't mind. So, it's definitely getting less sticky. So I'll just work some of those lumps out. And then we'll wrap it and set it aside and start on the yellow, which I'm using turmeric to make the yellow. The other option was... what's that? Saffron. But I decided turmeric was easier than saffron. Apparently saffron has a nicer flavor, but that was just the one person's opinion, so try them yourself and see what you like better. I really, really, really wanted to make black pasta, but I was going to make it with... there's a couple ways to make black pasta. The way I wanted to make it was with squid ink. I know that the other popular way to make it is with activated charcoal, but I don't use activated charcoal in any of my cooking because, hello, a lot of people don't realize that activated charcoal actually absorbs medications. So if you have medications that, you know, you rely on to live, or even just rely on to function, or even just help you to feel a little bit better. If you eat something with activated charcoal in it, it can absorb the medication and stop it working effectively. And that can be really problematic. So I, as a matter of principle, and because I take medications that would get absorbed if I used charcoal, don't use charcoal in my cooking. So I wanted to make black pasta with squid ink, but I could not find squid ink. That's what I get for deciding to do that today and not giving myself enough time to source ingredients. So I will have to try squid ink pasta another time. I do know where to get it now, but yeah, couldn't get it for today, so we're not doing it for today. I think this is pretty perfect. I don't know if my other one was kneaded enough. But I'm really happy with this one. This one's a great feeling. And I don't know if you can see, but the color's not bad. It's not as vibrant as I had kind of hoped for my orange, but it's not bad. I'm really happy with that. So I'm going to wrap it. Get some of the dough off my hands first. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this in plastic wrap and let the flour bloom for 30 minutes. That's the plan. So, what's the time? How have we been going? Taking an hour to get this out. That's not bad. My Glad wrap thingamajiggy is like falling to pieces on me over here. That's alright. Pretty near the end anyway, so we can get a new one. That's orange. So we've got red and orange. Now to do yellow. First we're gonna clear up the orange. Where's my scraper? Here's my scraper. What have you guys been doing with your day? Anyone who's watching can answer that. What have you been up to today? If it's early in the morning, what are you going to get up to later today? Anybody got any interesting plans to tell me about? Ironically, though I did not plan it this way, after I finish this stream, I'm going out to dinner, and the restaurant my friend picked is an Italian restaurant, so I'll get to try my pasta and then try an Italian restaurant's pasta and see how badly I screwed it up. So that'll be fun. Alright, so as with the red and the orange, we need 100 grams of flour. My throat's really dry today. 103, that'll do. What are we making now? Yellow. So I shouldn't need extra flour with this one because I'm not adding a liquid, I'm just adding the powder. So as with the others, we make a little mound. Oh, yes. Yeah, how is your sister? Like, don't go into too much details, because this is like a public space, but I hope she's doing okay. Yeah, so we make a little mound, and then we make it like a volcano in the center. And I also hope the bookwork's going alright, because that does not sound interesting. I'm glad you have something to watch while you're doing your bookwork. I'll have to come down and I'll have to make pasta sometimes. So yeah, so we're going to make the yellow now. So for each one, it's 100 grams of flour, a pinch of salts, and an egg. And then the ingredient that I use for the color. So, if you've just joined us, I'm making pasta, which will hopefully be in rainbow colors. We're going to find out if that's something I can do. So I put the egg in there, and then we whisk it a bit. Just capture that like that. Woohoo, that did not work as well as I'd hoped, but actually not too bad. So we're going to whisk the egg in the center, incorporating a little bit of flour until it becomes like a paste. Look at me sounding like I know what I'm doing, but I really don't. Literally my first time making pasta. It's kind of pasty, so then we're going to add some turmeric. I need to wash my hands again. So this is going to make it yellow. I'm not really sure how much to add, so we're just going to add a bunch and hope that it turns yellow enough. Come on, apparently my turmeric's a bit clumped up. enough turmeric, we're going to give it a go. If it's not looking yellow enough, I suppose I can try adding more turmeric, but I'm also worried if I add too much turmeric, it will have too much taste and also be more orange than yellow. Don't know. There were a couple other options for yellow. I think I mentioned before, there was like saffron, but saffron's expensive. I not quite like the taste of turmeric, I think. I've put it in things, and I liked the things I put it in, so yeah. This will hopefully be our yellow pasta. Need a drink, hold on. Spilling my drink all over myself. I'm tired today. It's been a long week. Been trying to reorganize my house a fair bit. Doing a lot of work. And I'm tired. I'm real tired. I think that's partially why I feel so flat today, so it is what it is. Feeling flat, but still making pasta. Alright. Hopefully it tastes good. I don't know. We're going to find out. Yeah, definitely don't think I'm going to need to add as much flour as I did with the other ones, because the coloring agent was a wet ingredient, so I needed to add a lot more flour for them. But this one, because the coloring agent is powder, I think we'll be alright. So the next color will be green, which I'm using spinach to make it green. Yeah. So that should be good, hopefully. Getting a lot stuck to my counter, which is not ideal. So this is going to make, I can already tell, a much smaller blob because I haven't had to add as much flour. And I may even need to add some water at this point. But we'll see. We'll see. See, it seems very firm, he said he wanted it smooth and still soft, like not firm. I think this needs a bit of water. Just gonna add like a tiny bit of water. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm also, some news, not really for the channel, but for me. I'm starting a podcast. It's not going to have anything to do with baking, but that's alright. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it's going to be called Till It Was a Battle Cry, and it should be good. Hopefully I'll start recording episodes in May, and get them out end of May, start of June. That's what I'm thinking. Alright. So. Yeah, this is a lot firmer. I'm not sure I'm happy with that, but it will be interesting because I can compare it to some of my wet ingredient ones, and see if it tastes different or has a different texture or rolls out different. So it'll be interesting. Part of the experiment. I think for the next powders, I'm going to mix them with a bit of water. Because I think this is just too dry. I don't know if kneading water into it's going to make it softer or if it's just going to make it gluckier. I don't know. So, it does look yellow though, which is great. Happy with the color. This is feeling softer. Adding a little bit more water seems to have helped a bit. So, I'm not going to knead it too much more because I think I'll undo what I've done. But this is getting to be a much nicer texture, so happy with that. Yeah, so that, because there's less flour on it, you can see is a lot more yellow. I'll wrap that in plastic wrap. And we'll move on to green. Come on. Oh, gosh. This box is just giving up, apparently. All right. And it's a smaller blob, I think. Definitely smaller than orange. About the same size as red, actually. Right, I'll clear up the workspace and move on to green. Alright. So, we start off with our 100 grams of flour. $94, $99, $100. Cool. So then we're going to make a little mound of flour. Give it a little bit of a hole in the middle. Did I put salt in the other one? I think I did. Hope so. Pinch of salt. A bit more salt than that. But I don't actually know. And then an egg. I had a bit of water in it from the turmeric. I'll just tip that out. All right. And then pop that in the middle. Give it a bit of a mix, slowly sort of incorporating the flour from the edges a bit to make a bit of a paste. I assume if you were making just plain pasta, like normal white pasta, you'd just like keep mixing until it's all mixed in, but we're not doing that. We're making colorful pasta. So then what the guy in the video I watched did was he just took his spinach, just in a lump like this, and just put it straight in. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to mix it in. And as he kneaded it, it got more green. So we're going to trust in the YouTube cook gods. And we're just going to see how it goes. There was a link to the video that I used to show me how to make this and pasta generally. In the recipe that I posted on my channel. So if you want to go check out Steve's video of how he made rainbow pasta, do that. He was pretty helpful. I think I'm doing a pretty good job of making pasta for the first time ever, and I credit a lot of that to Steve. Hello, how are you? I'm Liz, and this is Bake This Noob, and if you haven't been here for a while, I'm making pasta for the first time ever, and because I can't just make pasta like a normal person, I am making rainbow pasta, because of course. So we've done red made out of beets, which I grated until they were like minced. Orange was pureed pumpkin, or squash if you're from America. Yellow was turmeric, that stuff. And now we're doing green, which is spinach. And he promised me that as I kneaded it, it would turn green. So we're trusting Steve. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to be writing Steve an angry letter. Yeah, so let's just see how this goes. It's kind of like spreading out. I don't know that it's like breaking up and coloring the pasta. It's alright. We'll give it a go. It does look like it's turning greener. Kind of. Yeah, he just kneaded it and it turned to green. So we're just going to try that. And if it doesn't work, then you guys can all make it yourself and like, what's the word? What's the word? Can't think of the word. Jesus. Blend the spinach first, and then maybe it'll work better for you. I don't know. We're going to add some more water because it's very hard, and the green's not coming through. I don't want it to be too hard because then it's not right, according to Steve. So, I'm a little bit nervous about overworking the pasta because I feel like that's a bad thing. But it's not green yet, so we're just going to keep mushing this until it turns green, I reckon. Oh, thank you for following me. I'm not sure how to say your name. Can I just call you no, I'm not sure how to say your name. Is Yelizaveta right? Can't even think of a good way to shorten that. Where are you from? What time is it where you are? Had a few people from somewhere in the States where it was very early in the morning. It's 4 p.m., geez. In Australia where I am right now. And we're trying to make green pasta and it's not unhappy with it thus far. It's starting to like break into smaller chunks at least, so we'll keep going. Oh, what country is that a country or a city? I feel like that's a city. I've never heard of a country with that name. If it is a city, what country is that? I feel like I'm failing geography over here. Norway, nice. Have you ever made pasta before? What time is it in Norway? Oh, it's hurting my arms a bit. Ooh. Just wondered if I like ripped it, if I would like rip up the spinach a bit more. Not really. For anyone who's following along. 8 a.m. Fair enough. Are you having some breakfast? What are you going to have for breakfast? Literally all I've eaten today is a few chunks of chicken, so that's not the best example to go off. And coffee. I've had coffee. Lots of coffee. Breakfast is good for you. You should have breakfast. I like breakfast. This is really not going green. I'm quite disappointed. But we'll persist a bit longer. See if we can get it to go green. And if we can't, then we'll just have green flecked pasta. And that'll be fine. Yeah. Ugh. I'm very close to 40 followers now. That's pretty exciting. Don't really know what happens when you reach 40, but it seems like a good number to reach. Well, does it? I've never looked it up. I'll have to look it up. Norway in general seems like a beautiful place, though. Although I suspect very cold. Is it a big city or a little city? Or like a town? I'm really not happy with the color of this, you know? Steve did not seem to struggle this hard. Steve's just turned a beautiful green, like right away. Fucking Steve. Alright. It is kind of going green. I'm going to go a little bit more water. And then I am going to give up because we need to move on. That was too much water. Okay. Fair enough. Sounds lovely. Someone before claimed that it was a breakfast tradition. Not tradition. It was like what you did in New York to have breakfast at 3 a.m. Does Norway or Tromsø have any specific breakfast traditions? I like breakfast. I don't know if you've noticed. I talk about breakfast a lot. This spinach is just really not breaking up. Very disappointing. I should have pureed it. Should not have trusted Steve. Alright. I'm going to get it back to a nice pasta consistency. Doughy consistency. And then I'm going to give up. I'm going to call it green and be done with it. We're going to move on to blue. Blue? Yeah, blue. Bit nervous about the blue too because supposedly if you want blue you need to use butterfly pea flowers, which is like a flower that you soak in water. Oh yeah. And then the water turns blue and you use the blue and it turns the pasta blue. Oh, nice. That sounds delicious. What did you order for breakfast? This is much more pasta-y consistency. And what did you like to cook with your father? Me and my dad always used to make pancakes. I love pancakes, and I love making pancakes, mostly because I always used to make them with my dad. He's a very good pancake maker. Alright, this is a good consistency. It's not green, which I'm really mad about, but it's green flecked, so we're going to call it green enough. Woo, woo. So we're going to wrap that in plastic and move on to blue. Which I don't know if I finished the story about not having the pea flowers, but I don't have the pea flowers that I needed to make it blue. So we're going to give it a go with blueberries, which I think is going to, if it makes it any color, is going to be more of a purple. But we're going to see. This is all a bit of an experiment, so that box is just dead. It's a dead box. Scrape up this flour. I don't want any of my colors to mix, so it probably wouldn't affect it too much because this wasn't even green. But it's fine. I'm still going to do it. Alright, just washing my hands. Hold on a second. Oh! That sounds interesting. I don't even know how to say that. Would you be willing to give us a bit of a description of what it is? That's all right. Does it like what does it have in it? Does it have like potato or bread or eggs or bacon? Does it have anything in it that you do know the word for? It's sweet. Nice. I like sweet breakfasts, like pancakes. I think I talked about that before. Alright, so we're going to make blue now, which I need 100 grams of flour for. I'll have to look that up and see what it looks like. And then maybe one day I'll try to make it. One of the things I want to do with this channel is have people send in like their family recipes. And I'll make their like family recipes, but don't have enough of a following and nobody sends me their recipes. So right now I'm just making what I feel like. But if you have a family recipe or like a traditional recipe you think I should make, can send me a message on my socials, which should all be on my Twitch channel about section, and I will make it. Because I am in desperate need of ideas of what to bake, because I really didn't know this week. So 100 grams of flour, which I formed into a little mound and then made a hole in it. Pinch of salt. And then our egg. Alright, and then, yeah, I'll get there. So, just jumping ahead a couple steps, which I don't need to do. So, then we're going to whisk the egg in the flour, incorporating a little bit of flour to make like a paste. And then we're going to add the blueberries, which theoretically will make it blue, but I don't think it's going to make it blue, but we're going to find out together. So, I don't know if you'd call this a paste, but that'll do. Blueberries. So I've just made I got some frozen blueberries and I defrosted them and then I pureed them and then I sieved them to get any big chunks out. And then I cooked them for just a little bit to get some of the liquid, the moisture out. And yeah, like I said, I really think if I get any color, it's going to be purple, and I don't think it's going to taste good. That's sort of my main concern. I didn't know you had friends in Norway, Mom. How did you meet them? Yeah, so then we're going to incorporate the rest of the flour and probably have purple, not blue pasta that tastes weirdly like blueberries, and it's going to be weird. But we're going to see how it turns out. Oh, goodness. My blue is escaping. Stop it. Dump flour on it, see if that helps. And it's very dark, so might have been too much blueberry too. Not sure. I was gonna say, so I'm making, purple was meant to be, I was gonna make it with acai berries. And I was really uncertain about the blueberries because I was like, it's a berry, right? Alright, nice. And that will make the pasta taste gross, but it didn't occur to me that I'm already using a berry to make the purple color, so maybe it'll be fine. We'll see. We'll see. But I don't think it's gonna be blue. I just don't. Oh, that's fine. You guys are busy. You do you. I'm just happy that you're here. I was lonely for a while there. There was nobody to talk to. Yeah. But who knows what color the acai will turn out to be, so we'll see. Maybe it will be a different color of purple. And maybe this will be fucking delicious. We're gonna see. As with most of my things, I don't try them before I do them live in front of people. So it's an experiment, and we just end up where we end up, and everybody wins. I do. So I borrowed my friend's. I reached out to a friend of mine who I know is Italian. I think she's Italian. Oh God, I hope she's not watching and going, I'm not Italian, I'm something else. I don't know. I think she's Italian. Anyway. And I reached out to her and I said, hey, do you happen to have a pasta maker? And she's like, yes, I have my Nona's old one. Which made me very nervous because I was like, oh God, I'm going to be using her family heirloom and I don't know what I'm doing and what if I break it? But she assured me that it wasn't the one her Nona actually used. It was one of her Nona's spare ones. So that makes me feel a bit better. So I have her Nona's pasta maker. Never used a pasta maker because, of course, I did watch a video on it though. So I sort of know what I'm doing. Sort of. So we'll see how that goes. Could be a disaster. Could be amazing. We'll see. My plan is to make like a fettuccine kind of a type noodle. So, yeah. We shall see how that turns out. Alrighty. Yeah, this is definitely not blue. Definitely more purple than blue. But that's okay. I like purple. So, maybe the spirulina will be more blue. Because that's what we're going to do next. So it's meant to be teal. Spirulina is like an algae. Yeah, I think it will show the colors well too. That was kind of my thinking. But we'll see. Yeah, so spirulina is like an algae. It looks green. Supposedly it will make the pasta teal. If we're lucky, maybe it will make it blue. We'll see. It's getting to be a nice doughy consistency. Some of mine have managed this, some of them have not, so might have very different textures of pasta at the end too. We'll see. I must admit I don't know a lot about Norway. Actually, I do remember now that you had a friend in Norway, because you've talked about her daughters. Yes. Why did I forget that? I don't know. Yeah. So this is very purple. But you know what? I like purple, and I'm just happy that I have colorful pasta. So, I don't know if you can see how purple it is, but it is very purple under all that flour. So we're gonna wrap it up and let the flour bloom. Because that's what Steve said to do, although now I don't trust Steve because of the spinach incident. But also I have to make the rest of the flour, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Not flour, rest of the pasta. So we only have 2 more colors to go. Which is great, which is exciting, which will be good. Good to have all the pasta done. And then while my last color blooms, I'm going to make a quick cheese sauce to eat the pasta with. Because I'm going to try it without the sauce. Oh, can you count to 18? Nice, I didn't know that either. Learning new things about my own mother. Yeah, so I'm going to make a quick cheese sauce. Because I want to try the pasta without any sauce to see if I can taste any of the coloring ingredients. But then, yeah, I want to try it with sauce to see if it hides it enough. I'm going to wash my hands quickly. And this, because it's got purple on it. Sure, I can still count to 10 in German. Oh, okay. So where are you from originally then? If you don't mind saying. You also don't have to say. That's fine. We're strangers and you don't know me. Also, what is Kromsomolsk on Amur? Oh, okay. And I'm assuming that's some sort of holiday then? We're doing teal. Teal is next. Oh, I'm getting tired. Hope you're having a good time visiting your uncle. Sounds lovely. So we need 100 grams of flour. I need to sit down, man. Which I'm going to make a little well in. That's the word, yeah. And then you need a pinch of salt. Might have been too much salt, I don't know. And then an egg. And then I did say with my powders, I was going to try mixing them with water to see if that helped, because it didn't work very well with the turmeric, just having the powder in it. So I'm going to try making more like a paste and seeing how that goes. Oh. Alright, so we need to blend this into a bit of a paste. And then we're going to add the coloring ingredient, which, like I said, I'm going to make into a paste. Spirulina, that's what I was using. Which is this, which is like an algae powder. And it's very green. So look, this might end up being our green pasta. Which would be fine, because the spinach was really not green. I need, like, a small spatula, I think. Yeah, see, this seems more green. I also don't know if that was too much. We'll see. Kind of cool to be using algae, though, to make things with. Alright, like I said, I don't know what color this is going to be. Stop that. Ooh, it has a very interesting smell. Wonder if it will affect the taste at all. Let's find out. Algae is safe to eat. Algae is actually like a really... I don't like the term superfood. There aren't superfoods, but it is nutrient dense as far as I understand. And I think high in protein. It's definitely safe to eat. I bought it at Kohl's. And we're baking early because I have a dinner tonight that I'm going to. And I actually think I'm going to be moving my stream, not to this early. I think I'm going to end up doing it a bit later than I started today, but like a bit earlier than I have been doing it. Because I'm so tired by the end that I don't want to clean up. And by the time I clean up, it's like 10 p.m. and I'm just exhausted. So, yeah. I think I'm going to try to start doing it earlier. Unless that means that nobody shows up. In which case, then I might move it back to what it was before. Aw, thank you. And thank you for coming. I like having people come and chat and participate. It's so lovely to hear about your life and your day. And, yeah. Thanks for coming. And thanks for following me. That's fantastic. Hopefully you will get to... watch or come to another one. And yeah, if you ever have any recipe you want me to make, message me on my social media platforms and let me know and I will make it, because I really want to make other people's recipes. Yeah, I definitely think this is going to be green and not teal. But that's okay, because the spinach didn't work out, so it'll actually probably work out really well. Because look, this is like very green. In like a really nice way. I also think maybe I put too much in it. It's got a very interesting, like it's not a strong smell and it's not an unpleasant smell. But it is just like a different smell. It's like, I don't know, kind of earthy. Earthy's not right. I don't know. It definitely, like it makes me think of algae, but like not in an unpleasant way. Y'all are just going to have to buy some yourself and smell it, because I can't even explain right now. But, yeah, it's a pleasant smell. Definitely going to need more flour, though. I don't know. How do you feel about it being earlier, Mom? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it unfortunate? People prefer me baking later, that's fine. I just thought I'd change it up a little. Ah, it's really all over my fingers. I'm not loving that. Like I said, Steve made this look so easy. It's not all over his fingers. That's alright. It's a good time for you guys. Nice. That's good. At least I know you guys will come. Check with some of my other more regular viewers and see if they would still be able to come. Because it's nice when I have people chat with me. Otherwise I feel like I'm just babbling on and I get bored. Alright. So this is very green, but that's okay because it makes up for the spinach one not being green. Throat's very dry today too. Yeah, it's hard with the flour, but it is very green, like quite dark green. I can get a bit closer, maybe that will help. Maybe, might not. And the flour. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh no. That's not good. Unfreeze me. Alrighty. dang it. Alright. Am I unfrozen for you, Mom? Hope so. Because I'm nearly done with the green, which was supposed to be teal, but it works as green. Yeah, it's getting a bit hard now. I might leave it there. So it's quite nice green under all the flour. Much nicer than the spinach, which didn't turn green at all because the spinach just stayed in lumps. That's fine. Ah, my box is very broken. Okay, one more color left. And then we'll make the cheese sauce while the flour blooms. According to Steve, again. My fork's very green this time. We might need to rinse it. Because the next one we're making is meant to be a purple. Should have done teal before I did. Anyway, doesn't matter. Alright, scrape up the green. I don't think we'll be able to use that for... Rinse out my egg cup because it's full of algae. Alright, got the green off my hands, which is a good start. I do think the paste worked better though, so we're going to do the paste again with the acai berries. Again, I'm second guessing how you say that word, but you know what? I'm just going to go with it. Alright. Well, Mom's not come back into the chat, so I wonder if it's crashed for her, but that's okay. I do have to pick up the pace a bit, because I'm meant to be leaving. Can probably leave at 5:30, but I had hoped to be done by 5, so we could leave, but... not looking like we're gonna make that, so let's pick up the pace. We're doing the last color. Ah, fair enough, that's fine. Last color, which is purple. I think we're gonna end up with 2 purples and 2 greens, but that's okay. Still gonna be colorful, and that's what I really cared about. There we go. So we need 100 grams of flour. Which I make a well in the center. Steve kept calling it a volcano, which I like volcanoes as an image, but anywho, we don't like Steve anymore. No, we don't. Steve was lovely. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. I don't know. And an egg. Oh, our egg cup still has green in it. Let's fix that. Definitely don't want green in our purple. We're going to put the egg in the cup. And pour the egg into the volcano. And then we're going to scramble the egg in the flour, hopefully incorporating a little bit of flour and making a paste. Then we're going to use some acai powder. Chai? I don't know. Ooh, this is very dark. Look at that. You probably can't even tell it's purple. It's just very dark. I'm not going to add too much of this. It's like maybe a teaspoon. Add a bit of water to that. Oh, jeez. Don't know if you can see the purple color. It is quite purple, so that'll be interesting. We can compare, because the blueberries were quite cheap and the acai powder was quite not cheap. So it'll be good to compare flavor and color between the two to see if you can get away with the cheaper version, or if the acai is worth it because it gives an interesting color or an interesting taste. We'll see. We're going to find out. Alright, so we're just mixing. See, I don't like the purple that this is coming out with. This looks more like gray. I'm gonna add a bit more powder to see if I can get it more purple, but I genuinely think that the blueberry is probably gonna come up with a nicer purple. Oh, that was maybe a lot. A nicer purple. Like the powder is like a lovely purple. Maybe I just didn't have enough. This extra bit's making it more of a purple, so that's good. We'll see. Yeah. All right. Ooh. It's the part I don't like, where I get dough all over my fingers, but it's okay. All right. And I think I'm going to skip making the, I'm not going to make the cheese sauce right now. I think I'm just going to start rolling out my first color, because maybe I'll make the cheese sauce and roll out at the same time. That's a bit risky with cheese sauce. You know what? We're just going to do the cheese sauce super quickly. I don't know. Maybe take a vote. Who thinks I should make the cheese sauce and who thinks don't bother? It's turning into a nicer purple now that I'm kneading it, sort of. It's less of a vibrant purple than the blueberry, so I think the blueberry might be better. But we're going to find out. I think it will really depend on how they look once they're cooked, too. Hey. Alright. We are gonna be just about done here, which is exciting. Then we'll start rolling. I think I'm going to leave the cheese sauce for now because, yeah, I had wanted to wrap this up by 5. Definitely no later than 5:30. So we're leaving the cheese sauce. We're just going to roll out the pasta. Which theoretically shouldn't be hard because I have the pasta machine. We'll see. Okay. This is still a bit sticky. Bit more kneading. There we go. That's a nice doughy texture. You're a doughy texture. Don't mind me. Hello. If you've just joined us, let me know, and I'll tell you what I'm doing. Say hello. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what you're doing. Talk to me, because I'm bored. That'd be great. Alright, so this is my purple pasta. I was hoping to leave between 5 and 5:30. So you may want to put not trackies on.
That's what I want.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Mine is finished.
Oh, that's not good. My box is just, it's not even a box. I think that Yelizaveta is gone. If you're not gone, then holler out. That's cool. I just think that she was saying goodbye before. Or they were saying goodbye before. Yeah. And probably, like, just from the Twitch page, like, it does say who's on now, and you can go watch them. So I didn't show you before, I don't think, but it's an alright purple. I do think the blueberry is more vibrant. This is the blueberry. You can't see it because of the plastic. I'll show you later. I'm going to put these in a color, otherwise I'm... Red. So many dishes. Red, orange, yellow, green, technically, blue, teal, purple. Alright. Clear up the space a little bit. And roll out the red. Oh, I'm going to seal up those powders so I don't knock them over and spill powder everywhere. That'd be no good. They're very dark colors too. They're very interesting. All right. Here's my scraper. There's my scraper. Alrighty. So, time to roll out the pasta. We need red. I'll do a little. The orange is not as vibrant as it could be. So we have red, orange, oh, that's alright. Yellow, green, which didn't really work out. Blue, which is more of a purple than a blue. That was the blueberry. This is meant to be teal, but it's more green. And purple from the acai berry. So those are our colors. We're going to start with the red, because that one's been resting for long enough. Now, here is my pasta machine. Little cranky handle. Yeah, so I'm supposed to clamp it down. So I'll just clamp it to my bench. If it's long enough, it might not be. I need to find Nona's piece of wood. There we go. Here's Nona's wood, but I don't need it. Alright. Don't know if I'll be able to sit and do this, but that's fine. So, the internet set to take my red. Oh, this needs to be in 0, which I think it is. It should be nice and rested now. So now if I make it kind of flatter and triangle-y shaped, this is a nice red. I don't know what Steve was talking about when he said it was going to be more pink, but look, this is a lovely red. See? Alright. Then, put flour on both sides, says the internet. And then we're going to feed it through here, which is not working as well as I might have hoped. It's coming out the bottom, but it might be kind of sticking. I wonder if maybe it needs more flour. It's just kind of mushed down the bottom. That's not what we want. Can Can you guys, I'm going to bring you closer so you can kind of see what's happening here. So it's not really a fine sheet here. It's like very gooey. So I suspect we didn't knead this one enough. That would be my suspicion. Ooh. Okay. So I'm going to give it a bit more flour. It's too sticky. And a bit more kneading. And then we're going to try again. Also going to try to get it a bit thinner before I put it through again. All right. There. Seems a bit better now. We're going to be generous with the flour this time. Super generous. Squish it a bit flatter. Try to keep it kind of triangle-y shaped, but flatter. Alright, so. Oh, this way. Try this again. Take 2. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be making pasta. It just seems to go round. That doesn't seem right. Alright, we might end up doing this Steve's way, which was much more simple. He just rolled it out with a rolling pin. But see, like, it's coming out, but it's, like, sticky and not, like, smooth, like pasta. I don't know why it's doing that. If anyone here has ever made pasta with a pasta machine before and they can tell me what I'm doing wrong, please tell me. Because I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Definitely something, though, right? Like, that can't be normal. This doesn't seem right. Is it still too wet, maybe? Alright. We're going to give this one more try, and if it doesn't work, we are going to do it Steve's way, which was to roll it out with a rolling pin. Ta-da! It is sort of working this time. It's at least come out. It's not all clumped. But look, it's like cut at the top. What? Is it too? Maybe it's too. No, I think it's on 0. Oh, I think I have it too close. Ah, maybe. Maybe I have it too close. I don't know. We'll try it a bit wider. And see if that makes any kind of a difference. I mean, it's not even dente. It's like sticky. Alright, well maybe I had it too close together. Because that's worked a bit better. Okay. This seems to be working better. Confused about the numbers on the thing. Maybe they're wrong, I'm not sure. Alrighty, that's working better. And then it said to move one hole in to then run it through. It is, right? I'm kind of enjoying it. Ooh. There we go. And then we do another hole. Feed it through. It's coming out the bottom here. Now it's gone weird. Why are you doing that? You weren't doing that before. Oh, that's very odd. Okay, we're gonna go back a step. We're gonna go back to the beginning. Don't know if I'm at risk of overworking my pasta now, but you know what? That's okay. We're just figuring this out as we go. So, I'm gonna put it through one more time, and then start decreasing the space between the rollers again. See, maybe I did it like too many holes at a time. Ah! Well, that doesn't help anybody. Alright. Did say I only needed to do it once at this thickness. Oh, for fuck's sake. But I'm gonna do it twice because I just am. And I'm gonna give it a tidge more flour. Okay, so now we're gonna go. So this is technically hole 3. They said I needed hole 6 for fettuccine. Again, I'm going to put this through again because I think that I should. See, I think this is thin enough, personally. But we are going to try to do one more hole. Oh. Yeah. It's still pretty red though, I think. Like, I don't think it's too pink. Maybe a little pinker than... Alright. They did say to try to get to 6. And this is 4. But I don't know. I'm happy with that. We're going to go with this. We're going to try to put it through the fettuccine cutty thing. Which is up here. So. Okay, I don't know. I don't know that this is cutting the way it's supposed to. Maybe. Okay. I'll get the stick that you're supposed to pick it up with. Hold on. yeah, that worked. Okay, this is working better than anticipated, I think. So they're not totally separated. Anticipation. They're not as well cut, like maybe Nona's machine needs a bit of sharpening, I don't know. Some are quite thin, but they're not bad, like they're stringy. They look fettuccine-y, which is great. I'm a little, like, when they're hanging, you're supposed to hang them, but then they're, like, stretching as I hang them, so I don't, and they're not properly cut through. I'm just gonna pull them apart and, like, look, they're like, it's pasta! So exciting! Just gonna, like, put them in balls on the counter, you know? Pasta balls. Alright. But see, look, I've made pasta. Thank you. They do look like fettuccine. It's very exciting. And they're very red. Like, I'm very happy with that color. So I'll just separate all the red bits. And then we'll give orange a go, because I think I've figured this machine out. Oh, no, I'm just going to leave that one together, because that's not coming apart. Oh! I know. I'm aware of that. Whew. I may have to even, what I might do, which is another first for my channel, is I might finish rolling out the pasta tonight.
It's Din-Din's bitches.
Shut up, Google. And then I will cook it tomorrow, and I'll come back. Okay, Google. Stop. I hear you chuckling evilly in there. I'll roll out the pasta, and then I'll jump on stream tomorrow and cook it and do it with the sauce. I think that will work better. Yes. Because with the amount of time it's taking me separating the stupid fettuccine noodles and rolling it out, it's going to take me hours, and we don't have hours. So, I don't know how to store fresh pasta. Somebody quick Google that. Tell me how I store fresh pasta. Do I just put it in an airtight container? Do I wrap it in plastic? Tell me what to do. Go. Go, go, go. Alright, I'm going. Okay, so we have orange next, which I think maybe needs to be kneaded some more. That's not helpful. In a store. That's how you buy it, not how you store it. This is much too sticky, so I'm actually going to knead it a bit more with a bit more flour. I can already tell it's going to be too sticky for our roly thing. So. Alright. Need to adjust this back to the first one. Yep. And then, I don't know if I've screwed up the blooming now, but that's fine. Put a bit more flour on the outside, because that seemed important. Oh, gotta swap holes. Oh no, there's a bit of red still in there. Oh well. Okay, it's definitely too sticky, but we will put more flour, put it through again. Come on. Yeah, much too sticky. Needs more flour. Okay. Flour on the outside, put it through again. What? Didn't like what you said. Thank fuck, because apparently it had sex-based terms. And it blocked what you said. So, mind you, I can see what you said, and I'm not really sure what that has to do with sex, but sure. Sure, friends. Sure. Right, still too sticky, so. Lightly floured towel on a baking sheet. Oh, in the freezer. Okay. Does it have to be the freezer? Alright. Try this. Oh, golly. This is working a bit better. Is a streak of red in my orange, which is unfortunate, but there you go. This is like a lot more pasta somehow. Too much pumpkin, maybe. Fresh pasta can be stored in the refrigerator. Did I say Xander? Fresh and homemade pasta. Fresh pasta can be stored in the refrigerator for 2 or 3 days. If the pasta will not be used within that time, it can be frozen and stored in the freezer for 2 to 3 months. Homemade pasta can also be allowed to dry thoroughly and then placed in a plastic bag or airtight container. Okay. No, it said it wouldn't because it had sex-based terms or something. Thank fuck. Okay, so I can put it in a container in the fridge. I'm going to cook it tomorrow, so I'll just pop it in like a container and pop it in the fridge. Still don't think we're quite there yet. The flouring and the kneading of this one. Okay. Seems like some different sources giving you some different answers there. Sounds about right for the internet. Hey, stop that. Aw, man. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. I promise we're getting there. Okay. Oh, I see, they weren't laid out flat. Meh. Alright, I'll try. Alright, that's looking a bit better. We are going to put it through one more time. This way. One more time folded, and then one more time flat. I think it really needs to be the right width for the going thinner bit. I don't know. That didn't make sense to me, maybe, but... Ooh, alright. It's going to be a lot more dough. I may even cut this dough in half because I think it's going to be too hard to work with if it's whole. See, this is very long already. So, knife. Okay. And then instead of doing this one the way I did the other one, maybe I'll lay it flat on a baking paper. Not as vibrant of an orange as I had kind of hoped for, but that's okay. Does anyone remember what I did last time? Did I go to 4? What am I up to now? I don't even know. We're gonna go one more. See how that goes. And we're gonna cut it. Now we'll cut it. Come on. Alrighty. Yeah, there's a bit of red still in there, but that's okay. So we have our orange one now. Oh, that one ripped a little bit, but that's okay. Ah. Nice. So we have orange fettuccine. It's a bit weird at the end. Break those bits apart. I might swap. Oh, I haven't done this the whole time. But shh. Yeah, do it that way around. I'm gonna get some. I think what I've decided. I was doing this thinking in my head for once, not out loud like I normally do. I think I'm just gonna put them in a container and just see what happens because I can't be bothered trying to make these flat. I do not have time. I have 5 more colors to go. And I haven't even finished fucking orange yet. So, yeah, I am going to get quicker, I think, as I figure this shit out. But I think I am just going to put them in containers, and they're just going to be what they are. And if they're all dried together, that's fine. I'm hoping if I put them in an airtight container, they won't dry. And then I'll be able to gently tease them apart, but we will see. If it's a disaster, then you know what? I will just eat them, and then they'll still be delicious. I mean, I could, yeah. Yeah, I could do that. I just really wanted to get them all rolled out tonight. I'll go till 5:30. I'll stop at 5:30. I know, I was thinking that too. Yeah, I'll get through what I get through, and any that I don't get through, I'll do tomorrow. So we'll keep going till 5:30, and then we'll stop at wherever we are. So I think the red will fit in one of these. No, that's not big enough. This one might be big enough in there. I can already tell it's going to just be a ball, though. Maybe I should lay them out flat. You know what? I'm just going to put them in. Like I said, if they're all clumped together, maybe I'll just re-roll them tomorrow. We'll see. We'll just see what happens. Will re-rolling them make them really tough? I don't know. We'll find out. We don't have time for this shit. So we're just going to press forward. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. Like I said, I'm just going to keep going. See what happens. So, we're going to go back to 1. And you know what? I'm going to set aside the rest of the orange, and we're going to move to yellow. That's just how I roll. Try yellow now. Yeah, yellow definitely needs more flour. Yellow is quite sticky. Okay. But also quite firm, so I'm not sure how yellow's turned out. It looks quite yellow though. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's working pretty well, I think. So, pop through again. And fold it in half. Kind of do a weird fold. Try to get it more of like a rectangle. I don't think that worked. That's alright. Kind of a ducktail going in here. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next hole. The yellow has a lot more color than the orange. I wonder if carrot would have made a better orange. I don't know. I'll have to try it again with another one. Make pasta again and try some other colors. Color options and just see how they turn out. Compare them a bit. This is going to be our last thickness for this color, I think. Because, yeah, we're running out of time. Yeah, I thought about sweet potato. I just happened to have a pumpkin that I bought on the side of the road, so I was like, I'll just use that pumpkin. But yeah, I'll try a couple other ones some other time and see how they turn out. It's fun though. I like the pasta roller thing. Might have to get one. Alright, we'll cut this one into fettuccine. And there we go. Alright. There's our yellow fettuccine. I did say to store them like this in the video, but then they were just cooking them. Woo. They look good though, right? Like, that's a nice yellow. That's not a big enough container for that, but we're just gonna ease it into there for the minute, and we're gonna move on to the spinachy one. Spinachy one did not turn out, if you recall. So, zucchini would be a good one too. I tried spinach. Spinach didn't work. I think the spirulina, the one that's meant to be teal, is going to end up being more green than the spinach. We will see. I mean, it looks cool. It's just not green. Very textury, patterny. I am getting the hang of the rolling, though, which is good. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't put it back to 0, did I? Shit. That'd be why it's not working. Alright. Yeah, see, that didn't... You gotta set it right. Okay. Just start that over. We started in the wrong hole. You have permission to laugh at that. Okay, it's gonna need more flour. And that came out a weird shape. It did say to roll it a few times, which is why I'm folding it and rolling it a few times, because I also think that will help with the shape. That's my theory. Although this shape's gotten a bit weird. And like the spinach is sort of becoming more of a green consistency rather than a pattern as we roll it. I don't know. One more time through? Yeah, one more time through. And then we'll start shifting the width. Ooh. Ooh, it's not happy with that one. It's too thick, maybe. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna make it thinner. Woo! Putting it through twice seems to be working for me. The instructional video I watched said very specifically to put it through once. But they were using a different machine as well, so I don't know if it's machine specific or if I'm just not good at this or what, but we're ignoring them and we're doing it the way that works. Yeah, to be honest, it's taking like a long ass time. Would be probably a lot simpler if I'd done like, you know, just not colored pasta or like one colored pasta, but no, I had to do the rainbows. How many times did I put that through that one? I don't know. I'm gonna assume that was 2. We're gonna go one more and then we're gonna cut it. It's fun though, and like I'm enjoying watching it like roll through. And I'm quite excited that it's turned out. Like this feels like pasta. Well, how I imagine raw pasta would feel. I've never made it, so. But I think it feels right. Keep doing that. more time through, and then we'll cut it, and then hopefully we'll get through at least one more color. And then we'll pick up again tomorrow. Alright, so now we'll go back through the cutter. Alright, so there's our green pasta, which is greener than it was before. But not the solid green that I was hoping for, but that's alright. So we'll plop that in a container. And we'll do probably our last color. This was meant to be the blue color, so this is the blueberry pasta. Definitely is more purple than blue. That's okay. We'll forgive it. We couldn't find the blue flour that we needed to make it properly blue. Oh, I gotta make it 0 again, don't I? So, we'll accept purple. And we'll see if blueberry is better than acai powder, because the acai powder was expensive. So if the blueberry works out better than the acai powder, then that'll be good to know, because then I will just use blueberry instead of acai powder. Oh jeez, my colors have clearly been getting caught up in there, which is not not ideal. Alright, we'll just, oh, it's a lot of red caught in there. Goodness. A bit of orange caught in there, too. Alright. That's just in there now, but that's okay. Bit of red in your purple never hurt anyone. This is definitely more purple. So, we're just gonna call it purple. Need more flour. For sure. Oh, Jesus. Give it a bit of a knead because it's very, very sticky still. Also feels like it's grinding more than it was before. I don't really know why. I'm getting caught. I think Nona's pasta machine might need a break. It's too old for this shit, maybe. There we go. Like smooth before, and it's really not smooth now. Alright, you know what? I might give up for today. I think Nona's pasta machine needs a break. I need a break. I need to go. So I will probably jump on tomorrow and stream the rest of the process. Yeah, this is just definitely not working now. Okay, something's wrong with the machine. That side's not even turning. Alright, I will do some investigation. And we will pick this up tomorrow. Thanks for everybody who came for the stream and who checked it out and who was here and who was talking to me. And yeah, it was nice to chat to y'all. And I will hopefully catch some of you tomorrow.